What do you think is the average length of the erected penis? If I were to go around asking my dear ladies this question, the kind of figures I'm going to hear will blow my mind. Then again, let me ask another very important question. Do you think the length of the penis plays a very important role when it comes to bedroom? I know the answer you're saying. This is your girl Erected, and I welcome you back to my YouTube channel where I talk about sex and reproductive health. We get to learn so many things and have fun alongside. So I'm going to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification button so that anytime I come along with very interesting facts, you'll be the first person to hear about it. Today we'll be having a very interesting discussion. We're going to talk about the average length of an erected penis. Now, when it comes to the average length of an erected penis, people do have crazy figures in their mind. Some think it should be something like this. Some are also okay with this. And some too, they don't mind this. As long as you're doing something with this, they are okay. Now, what do you think? Now, a lot of researches were done. 2014, 2015, researches were done. But the unfortunate thing is, most of these researchers, the men were asked to actually, measure their own penis and come out with the figures, or, produce the figures. And mostly these figures were biased. Obviously, if you should tell me to measure my penis, I'm going to add a few inches to it to make me look good, okay? So they realized that most of the sizes that were come were like, huge figures, and they were not correct. So more studies were done. And in 2020, they actually also came out another study that, the average length, okay, is actually a range. Now, they realized that anything between 5.1 inches to 5.5 inches long is okay when the penis is erected. I mean, it is so okay. That is like 12.9 centimeters to like 13.9 centimeters. If you fall between this range, you have a very perfectly normal average or penis length. Okay, now you're going to ask, how do they even do this measurement? So they do this measurement when your penis is erected. Now they're going to start at the top of the penis to the tip of the penis. Now you see where the top of the penis is where it meets the pubic bone. Okay, so they start the measurement from that part, while the penis is erected, to the tip. Okay, or what people will say the head of the penis. That is where they do take the measurement when the penis is erected. Now, if you're somebody with a lot of fatty tissue around your pubic bone, it's good to compress or sort of like press the fat backwards so they can have a better or an accurate measurement. Then again, usually when the penis is erected, the foreskin, okay, those who are not circumcised, the foreskin usually draws back. But if it doesn't draw back, you'd have to draw it back or press it back yourself to take the measurement so they can have an accurate measurement. So that is how the measurement is taken or was taken. Now you'd ask that how many inches, that inches they're talking about, how does it look like? So this is the tape measure, okay? So for that 5.1 to 5.5 inches, basically is anything from this point to this point, okay? So like this, or yeah, like this, okay? So that is the 5.1 to 5.5 inches long. That is how long it is, okay? So that is anything between like 12 to 13 centimeters, and you are good to go. So you see that it's not anything so huge, it's not anything so outrageous. A lot of men are doing all sorts of things to be able to meet certain huge length, which is not accurate. So yeah, anything between 5.1 to 5.5 inches is very normal. In fact, a lot of researches were done, and people were giving like the least was like 6 inches, 6.3 inches. That is what people were saying. Now, they actually did another study, and they found out that if you should take 100 men, only 5% or only 5 out of these 100 men would have any penis length that would be more than 6.1 inches long. Again, they also realized that out of 100 men, only 5 will actually have a penis length that is less than 3.5 inches long. So you see, about 95% of men actually fall between this 5.1 to 5.5, which is perfectly normal. So you shouldn't really be bothered about a kind of length that is going around. Then again, I don't really blame a lot of people. The reason why a lot of people are having very crazy, outrageous numbers is because of the porn and the erotic movies that we watch. We get to see these huge penis sizes, and we end up thinking that is the standard. That is what we are supposed to our men are supposed to have as well. But most of them have taken herbal medications, they have taken certain pills, they've done certain surgeries to enlarge their penis. So that is not the standard, that is not what you're supposed to be measuring against. Okay, now they did a lot of studies and they found out that, like, in recent years the length of the penis has increased as compared to the previous years, and they realized that this is probably because a lot of guys or a lot of boys are reaching puberty early. They also realize that because of these hormonal substances that we are taking, most of these hormones are having like crazy effects on our growth, and this is the reason why mostly men these days are having longer, penis sizes as compared to previous years. Now the next question that I asked: do you think the size of the penis matters a lot when it comes to the bedroom? Well, studies were done and they realized that about 77% of women were like, they don't really care about the size. What matters is what you can do with what you have. Only like 22% were like, well, the length is very, very important to them. You see, somebody can have 4.2 or 4.4 inches long and will be able to make a woman have multiple orgasms. Somebody may have like 7.5 or 6.5 inches long and will not do anything in the bedroom. Oh yes. So I do believe that it's all about the confidence that the man possesses. Now you shouldn't let this porn size penis get into your head. You should master the act of foreplay. You should be able to let your woman have an orgasm even before penetration takes place. Oh yes, that is very, very achievable. And so I believe that you should master your partner's body. Get to know the part of her body that tickles her, that makes her go to the moon and comes back. If you're able to master these places, if you know what you're doing in the bedroom and you possess a lot of confidence, the size would not matter to your partner. But if you are 7.9 and again your partner is not having an orgasm, then what are you doing with that length? Now studies were done. Ecuador were leading in some studies. Sudan was also leading in some studies. Were like 6.9 inches. Sudan was like 7 point whatever inches long. But at the end of the day, if you're not able to make your partner have an orgasm, then wait till you get. I hope today you've learned something. I hope today you've learned that the average, okay, is 5.1 to 5.5 inches when it's erected. And so don't kill yourself if your penis is not up to 6 or 7. You've not done anything wrong. You are perfectly normal, okay? I hope you've learned something. And as I said, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to come your way again with very interesting and fun facts when it comes to sex and reproductive health. Take care of yourself and don't do what I wouldn't do. Bye.